The Rex Christmas message, man. Dude, I don't even know what to say here, man, but what a kind of year it's been. I think I'm going to do like a separate video after the new year that's going to be a bigger sort of reflection on how this year's gone. And sort of a bit of a Rex Unwrapped, if you will. And I can talk about all the different things that I'm proud of that I've worked on this year and so forth. But I feel like I'm on the spot here, like I always am. So I'm just gonna kind of do a classic Rex ramble, and maybe we can get a little bit of magic out of it. But the winter's typically been a time of year that's always been traditionally really hard for me. I'm somebody who's very hyperactive, headstrong. When I've got an idea in my head, I want to go do it. I want to be spending my time around lots of people. I want to be outside being active. I want to be, whatever plan or scheme is of the moment, I want to be acting on it. And Christmas and in turn, winter is a lot more of, or at least it kind of should be, if we're respecting the seasons and we're respecting winter and we're respecting just kind of the ebb and flow of how the year progresses. It really should be a quieter time of the year for relaxing and a little bit of self-reflection and that sort of thing. And I really used to fight that concept. Because I wanted to just be out there playing, doing whatever, spending time with all my friends, whatever. I wanted to just be still perpetually living summer, And it's just not possible at this time of year for multiple reasons. One, for the weather. Two, being a lot of other people have prior commitments and things like that, so they're not just available at the drop of a hat. They're off doing X, Y, and Z with family members or loved ones or whatever the situation may be, Yeah, it's so I kind of fought that idea, and it caused me a lot of grief, because you can't fight nature. I was always trying to have summer and winter, and it's one of the reasons why I've had issue with this time of the year for a number of years of my life. I didn't enjoy it. Now I'm trying to not fight nature. I'm not trying to fight what's happening with myself, with my body, and what's happening in the world around me and in the community around me. If other people are busy and other people are occupied, I'm like, okay then, so let's enjoy the things I can enjoy on my own. Let's enjoy reading, let's enjoy writing, let's enjoy, let's get on board with this self-reflection and have these kind of conversations with myself. Because a lot of really powerful conclusions can come from those, and that your relationship with yourself is the most important thing that you have, or at least I think it's the most important thing that I have is my relationship with myself and my understanding of myself, because I live in this body and I live with me and I'm the person I have to communicate with 24/7. So taking a quieter time of the year to not be going crazy on full cylinders and pretending it's summer every single day, and taking time to just reflect and take note of things I feel in my body, of things I feel in my mind is really, really valuable. And then if I can share that time with other people, like this year, this is because this is a pre-recorded video, right? This year is the first year I've spent Christmas with my family in nearly half a decade, in literally half a decade. It's the first time I spent my Christmas with my family in half a decade. So slowing down and taking and compromising, because that's a big thing for me. When I'm trying to live summer all the time, I'm trying to live things on my terms, but I'm having to compromise to the weather, the winter, the seasons, the nature. I'm having to compromise to the people around me because I'm sharing, Christmas with these loved ones and things like that. But there's a lot of beauty and there's a lot of good things that can come from compromise. It's difficult to get on board with when you're used to just like a lot of independence and a lot of autonomy in your life all the time. I don't know, but I feel like the accepting this more and more has brought me a lot of peace, and and that word is a word that I do come back to a lot. Is what gives me a sense of peace, and what gives me, what gives me a sense of clarity. It's a really really important word for me. I feel this is one of my worst rambles yet. I don't feel we're getting anywhere here. I do not feel we're getting anywhere here. I feel the Christmas message that I want to give. If I can give sort of a Christmas message, if I'm lucky enough to take some of your time, on this day or after this day or in this season or whatever, I would like to, because these are things I very, very much struggle with. But when I succeed in the direction of acting in that way and letting them in, I do know that there's a lot of benefits in my life. My Christmas message would be really, really to encourage patience when you can. Encourage patience when you can, because there's for two reasons. I'm sure there's more, but two reasons that come to my mind right now. Reason number one is there is a lot of beauty that can come in those still moments. There's a lot of conclusions. There's a lot of feelings and realizations that can arise in those quiet moments. Ideas, eureka moments. Archimedes in the bath. There's a lot of good stuff that can come from those quiet moments. I would also encourage patience, because an appreciation of the journey and the progress, and not just focusing on the destination and getting there, is really, really important. There's a lot of joy to be found in that as well. Patience is something I really, really struggle with. I would encourage patience. I'd really also encourage compromise. I don't know if you're like me, but I'm somebody who's very stubborn. I'm very headstrong. I'm very set in my ideas. I get a picture in my head and I want to create that picture and make that into a reality. And that's great. And I do think that's great. And that's a part of myself which I really, really love and I really, really respect. And I'm proud of myself about that. But at the same time, there's more than just you, There's more than just you. And sometimes other people around you, they might want to do something that's slightly different from what you would pick. But you know what? I think it's better. I think it's better to do something that you find less compelling. I think it's better to be doing something you find slightly less interesting. I think it's better to be doing your second or third or fourth choice with other people. Your first choice alone, although obviously there's different, times and places for different things, but I think really take the opportunity to be around other people, even if you're compromising, even if you're not exactly doing the exact plan that you'd want to do. I think, of course, everything within moderation. I think compromising and maybe doing the second choice plan, the third choice plan, whatever that may be, whether that's something at home, whether that's something away, just to kind of share moments and be around other people. And, maybe even just have that stillness and have that patience with other people, and, you independently have these realizations around each other. I think there's something really, really special in that. And I find it hard for me to do that. I find it hard for myself to do that. I rush to what I want to do. And again, I think the more that I've compromised and gone like, yeah, okay, let's do that. Okay, I won't do my thing alone. I'll come join in on this. Really, really special things have happened. I'm not proud of this video. I'm not proud of this Christmas speech. I think this is a little bit... I think it's one of my more disjointed rambles, but I just kind of wanted to put the Santa hat on. It's over here. I kind of just want to put the Santa hat on. Say a few things about, me coming to peace with this time of the year. And try my best to enjoy it, because this time of the year can be really, really difficult for a lot of people. It has been for me for a number of years. It can be really difficult for a lot of people. And it's... things always get better. You know what I mean? Things get better. Things do get better. And then they get worse again. And then they get better. You know? Things do get better. And a little bit of intentionality and a little bit of being kind to yourself and a little bit of being kind to others can really go a long way. It can be really hard. It can be really hard to put yourself in that place when you've been somewhere before. But everything can always get better. So I just kind of wanted to give that sort of, if anything, advice to myself again on how to properly enjoy this time of the year, which maybe you can relate and reflect to as well. I wanted to just send out a message to kind of the people who are having a very hard time at this part of the year. And I also just wanted to say how very grateful I am to the community of people who spend time with me, who listen to me. I feel very incredibly seen, who share with me very honestly, who give me very honest feedback and stuff like that through this channel and all the associated, socials around it. I really, really appreciate it. I got like 200 birthday messages this year. It's crazy. Last year, people forgot my birthday party. You know what I mean? So I just like little things like that. Well, no, that's not little things. That's 200 people sending me happy birthday. That's not little things. Big things like that really make a big difference, But even just all the small little micro interactions, I really, really appreciate, because I feel there's a lot of people who are giving me a lot of respect, to what I think, what I feel, my opinions, my life, interest in my life, interest in how I choose to live, interest in how I try to live. It's just really, it means a lot to me. So I'm just really, really grateful. So I wanted to, at least make it clear that I'm highlighting those three things. The advice that I'm more just reaffirming to myself. The message out there to the people who are having a hard time, that I kind of see you, and I feel I understand you, and a gratefulness to all those people out there again for seeing me and respecting me. I really, really appreciate it. I look forward to coming back, making a bunch of videos real soon, getting back on the live streams and stuff like that, and talking to you guys, because it's really a hell of a lot of fun. It's really a hell of a lot of fun. So, Merry Christmas from Rax. A bit of a ramble, but if you've watched one or two of these videos, man, you know what you're in for over here. Take care, everybody. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.